Before this video starts, if you enjoyed this video, there are many more like it already on the channel with many more like it to come in the future, so subscribe. I am trying to hit 125,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so I'd really appreciate it. I upload daily on this channel, so if you're looking for some consistent basketball talk, this is the place for it. Also, drop a like on this video. It only takes 1 second and it makes a massive difference. Also, real quick, I have pointed out a couple times, but I have to promote this some more. I did a video essay over on my film channel about why I believe Uncharted 4 is the best game of the Uncharted series, so if that is a series that interests you, it's like an hour long of me talking about why that game is great and why it's better than Uncharted 2. So if you have any interest in that, go check that out. It would mean the world to me. But with that out of the way, today I want to talk about the Finals MVP and who it should be between Anthony Davis and LeBron James. And once more, as I've done with a few videos now, I have to preface this with I am pretty confident the Lakers are going to be winning the championship. So I'm just going to take the assumption here that the Lakers win this championship, especially now that they are up 3-1. Unless they repeat what the Warriors did, they're going to win. 38 times teams have been up 3-1 in the finals, and 1 time did they lose when they were up 3-1. So the odds are the Lakers are winning this championship, and I'm actually expecting them to win it in Game 5. If there is going to be a video after this that I'm pre-recording. But with that out of the way, I want to talk about who is the Finals MVP between Anthony Davis and LeBron James, because thus far it has been pretty damn close. Initially, it looks like Anthony Davis is going to run away with it, but the last 2 games, LeBron James has played better than Anthony Davis, though Anthony Davis did play some great defense in Game 4, but we'll get into that. So, thus far, statistically, it's been pretty neck and neck, but it has been leaning in favor of LeBron James. LeBron is averaging 28 points, 11 rebounds, and 8.5 assists. Anthony Davis is averaging 26 points, 9 rebounds, and 3.5 assists, as well as 2 blocks. Obviously, as I said, LeBron is winning that conversation. More points, more rebounds, and more assists. However, Anthony Davis is shooting better from the field, and more importantly, his defensive impact has been significant. In Game 4, after Jimmy Butler went the hell off in Game 3, where he had a 40-point triple-double, Anthony Davis decided that he was going to guard Jimmy Butler. A big man deciding to guard a wing. And I really don't know what positions are at this point, but that is still abnormal. And Anthony Davis not only took that challenge, not only asked for that challenge, but he was successful in that challenge, because Jimmy Butler did not play nearly as well as he did in Game 3, and when Anthony Davis was actually on him, he played pretty damn bad. I don't remember what the exact statistics were, but I think Jimmy was like shooting 30% when Anthony Davis was guarding him, and he was like sticking to him on the perimeter no problem, and not allowing Jimmy to get into the paint, and kind of forcing him to shoot a lot of jump shots, which he wasn't comfortable with. Just a defensive clinic from Anthony Davis on the Heat's best player, and where the Heat have been the last couple of games, and really just for this series, it's been really relying on Jimmy Butler carrying them, and being able to shut him down essentially means you're gonna win the game, which they obviously did in Game 4. So I think Anthony Davis is the #1 reason why they won Game 4. Game 1, Anthony Davis was the #1 reason why they won. He led the team in points and just looked dominant the whole way through, which led to a blowout. In Game 2, even though LeBron did score more points by just 1, Anthony Davis shot 75% from the field, grabbed 14 rebounds, and him having the offensive run that he did is really what sealed this game for the Lakers. Because I feel like that game, even though it felt like the Lakers were going to win it the whole way through, they needed a push from a guy like Anthony Davis to ensure it, and that he did. So Game 2, Anthony Davis was the best player in that game. Game 1, Anthony Davis was the best player in that game. And Game 4, Anthony Davis was the best player in that game. But Game 3, Anthony Davis really struggled, and that's the main reason on top of Jimmy. That's probably the second reason outside of Jimmy Butler going off as for why the Miami Heat managed to pull off that game despite missing both Goran Dragic and Bam Adebayo. LeBron James had 25, 10, and 8 on 56% shooting. Anthony Davis only got up 9 total field goals. Both Markieff Morris and Kyle Kuzma shot the ball 4 more times than Anthony Davis in this game. It was very odd. I don't know why he was so passive, but he was, and that's pretty much one of the main reasons why the Lakers ended up losing this game. Now, I've seen some people saying that, well, I'm not going to take a loss into account, like each of these guys' statistics and a loss in determining the Finals MVP, for people being like anti-LeBron winning it, which generally I'm on Anthony Davis's side, and we'll get to that, but for the people that are against LeBron winning Finals MVP, they're like, well, they lost the game, so why the hell am I going to be like factoring that in for a Finals MVP? Well, really, the Lakers lost this game because of Anthony Davis. and that's a knock on his finals MVP case. LeBron did not play substantially well in this game, and actually I'd argue he was way too passive in game 3 at the end of the game, especially with Anthony Davis struggling. Like, he was just making the right pass on a lot of times where it's like, look, I understand that's the right basketball play, but the right basketball play has not been working. LeBron, we need you to be dominant, and he kind of was just not doing that. But LeBron also undoubtedly is the whole reason why the Lakers even had their head above the water in the first place, because otherwise, if he had a bad game here, it would have been a fucking blowout for the Miami Heat. But Anthony Davis was the main reason outside of their defense on Jimmy Butler as to why they lost game 3. However, he's also the main reason why they won game 4, and the main reason to me why he won game 1 and 2. So where does that lie in terms of LeBron James? Because LeBron has been really good throughout this entire series, but he hasn't been the number one reason for 3 out of the 4 games for the Lakers winning, and the game where he was the best was a loss, even though Anthony Davis was the reason they lost that game. So, who's finals MVP? It's interesting because it's a conversation from a game-to-game basis versus the overall series. Overall series, I would say statistically, LeBron James has been the best player for the Lakers. However, across each game, Anthony Davis has been the best 3 out of 4. And the game that kind of balances that out for LeBron was a game where they lost anyways, even though it was Anthony Davis's fault, but they still lost that game. So where do you give that finals MVP? To me, I am obviously, as I've made it pretty clear now, leaning on the side of Anthony Davis. Now, I would never make the case that LeBron would be robbing Anthony Davis of finals MVP. I think it's pretty damn close right now. I really think it's going to come down to Game 5 or Game 6 or Game 7 if the Miami Heat push this, but I don't think they will. And I'm going to assume it's going to end in Game 5, and really it's going to be who between these two guys has the best performance. Assuming they win this game, whoever has the best performance is probably finals MVP, unless LeBron just has a mildly better performance than Anthony Davis. Because right now, Anthony Davis has a mild edge on LeBron, so if LeBron was slightly better than Anthony Davis in this game, then it kind of wouldn't move the ladder one way or the other, or move the scale. I don't know why I said ladder, but you know what I mean. I don't know. What's the possibility of a co-finals MVP here? Is it non-existent? Because I don't think that's ever happened. I'm pretty sure it's non-existent because that's never happened. But honestly, at the end of the day, both of these guys played amazing, and this championship is going to be huge for Anthony Davis's legacy. It's going to boost LeBron's, but it's not going to be huge just because he already has a gigantic legacy, and Anthony Davis doesn't really have one yet, so that's why there's that difference there. But right now I'm leaning Anthony Davis, and I do think he isn't going to win it, because I think if it's close, and right now to me it's close, I think it's going to go to LeBron James. That's not me being like the media is wildly biased to LeBron James, but they are a little bit, and I think that's going to make the difference if it's close. So right now, my pick for finals MVP has to be Anthony Davis. My pick for who's actually going to win it is probably LeBron James. But as I said, this is contingent on Game 5 because I'm making this commentary before Game 5. As of right now, Anthony Davis has been the Lakers' best player 3 out of 4 games, but he's also been one of the biggest reasons why they lost the one game that they did. So there's an argument both sides, but I'm going to be leaning Anthony Davis on this one. If you want to support this content outside of just your like and subscription, I have a Patreon where you can support me with money, give me your money, and I'll get you extra content over there. Once every 2 weeks, there will be an extra 2K Talk Discord server. You've heard the spiel by now. Also, again, please go check out that Uncharted video because I love doing those types of videos, so that video getting support and getting the views would contribute to me being able to make more of them. So go check that out. But that is the end of this video. Please be sure to like and subscribe for my NBA content like this, and cue the outro music.